Hi guys, it's Leo, and today we're doing an Italy under-21 team all silver, as I find it like a really interesting team and I love to watch them play in real life. So here we go. In goal we'll have Perin of Pescara. He's a really good goalkeeper. His stats don't say so, but he feels very good in game, so that's why I have him, and he's a pretty good goalkeeper. The other option would be Verratti, but he doesn't feel as good in the game and he does really stupid mistakes, so I don't put him. Okay, one of the two center backs will be Mazzi of Vercelli. He's a really good defender, 64 pace, 71 defending, 72 heading. He's not the fastest, but he's got really good heading, which is just incredible, and his defending isn't too bad either, so that's one of the reasons I have him in the team. Beside him we have Camporese of Fiorentina. He's a beast in every way. He's got 74 heading, 72 defending, 67 pace, which is quite good. And as a silver, he's one of the best defenders I ever used, and that's something really good. And he's just an absolute tank in the game. As a right back we'll have Amici. He's the only option, and he's not too bad of an option because he's got 70 heading, 75 pace, and 68 defending, which is pretty good for a right back, a silver right back, and he doesn't do too bad against other silver players, and he's not that slow, so he can stick to them anyway, so he's a pretty good defender. And he also pulls up a lot, and but not too much. He knows his limit, and that's something really nice about him. As a left back we have Biraghi of, I have no clue what that team is because the emblem isn't real. So, of Cittadella. He's a really good player. He's not the best defending, heading, or any of that stuff, but he's got really good pace, and that matters a lot for me in this team because it isn't the fastest. And on his side there's Camporese, which if he does something stupid, there's always Camporese which helps him out, and that's something I really like. Okay, so now let's move on to the midfield. In the center of the three midfielders we have Verratti. You need to have him because he just gives you quality in the pitch, and that's something really good about him. I just got him, did 5-6 games with him, and you can tell his quality. It's just amazing. 77 dribbling, 70 pace, 76 passing, and that's really good, and you can tell the quality he gives to your midfield. In his place you could have Viviani, which is probably the second best player. He's a really good midfielder. He's got 71 passing, which feels pretty good, but Verratti, if you have those 25k, you better get Verratti because he's the best silver midfielder I ever used. As a left mid we have Florenzi. As a center left mid we have Florenzi of Roma. He's one of those players that he's good technically, but he also gives a lot to the team. He sacrifices himself. Therefore, he runs a lot all over the pitch, helps in defense, helps in attack. And he's pretty good with his feet too, and that's something I really like about him. And he feels faster than 72 pace, and he's just an absolute tank. That's what I think of him. As a right center mid, we have Bertolacci of Genoa. He's really good in real life, and he's just as good in game. For me, he's one of my favorites of the team. He's got 73 pace, 74 passing, and he's only two-star skill moves, but he just gives so much more, and you can actually feel it. I mean, if you do what is it, complete dribbling or controlled dribbling, I don't know what it's called. If you use that, he's a really good player to use with. Okay, so now let's move on to the center forward. As a center forward, I use Viola. He's good with his feet. He's got 71 dribbling, but more importantly, he has 84 pace, which for me is really important as a silver player, because pace as a silver player is really important because the defenders are never any good. So that's one of the things. Also, he's got 4-star weak, but that's another option. The other option you could get was Dumitru, which, as you guys see, he's pacier, but he's worse in every other stat, so I don't really like him as much And again, Dumitru, he isn't bad, but he's no Viola. Okay, so now as one of the two strikers up front, we have Gabbiadini of Bologna, and he's really good actually. He scored 9 goals in 18 games, and that's absolutely amazing for him. He's got 70, and he's good all round with from pace to dribbling to heading. His shot isn't amazing, but in a one-on-one he always scores, and that's all that matters. And beside him I have Longo of, I don't remember that team, of Espanyol, and he's a pretty good player. And he scored 14 goals in 20 games, and that's absolutely amazing. His shot feels so much better. He's 6'1", which is again really important. But if you get him and you don't like him in the team, you can always get Makeda. Makeda is a good option. I mean, he feels better. His stats say he's better, but I was able to use him to his full capacity for some reason. At least I didn't feel like he was a good player. But this is it for the team, and I hope you enjoy the goals, and bye.